Hey Bougie, click. Are you a woman that receives pretty privilege? Do unattractive women bully you or show you less empathy? Some women might think there are no downsides to pretty privilege because the benefits can be quite visible and immediate. These advantages often include receiving more attention, better social and professional opportunities, and generally more positive treatment from others. However, there are several downsides that might not be apparent.
The downside to pretty privilege. While pretty privilege often opens the door to a multitude of romantic options, it doesn't guarantee quality or compatibility in relationships. At first glance, it may seem like an enviable advantage, attracting attention and admiration from potential partners. However, the allure of physical appearance can overshadow deeper connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Those benefiting from pretty privilege might find themselves pursued by individuals more interested in superficial traits than meaningful compatibility. This can lead to a cycle of brief, unfulfilling relationships where true emotional depth is lacking. Moreover, the pressure to maintain a certain image can be overwhelming, fostering insecurity rather than genuine self-esteem. In essence, while pretty privilege may broaden the dating pool, it does not inherently improve the substance of romantic engagements, often leaving individuals seeking more profound and lasting connections. The other downside of pretty privilege is other women not getting it and being less empathetic to you, which, in my opinion, is internalized misogyny. This internalized misogyny occurs when women subconsciously adopt and project sexist attitudes, often leading to jealousy, competition, and a lack of solidarity. Internalized misogyny can manifest in various ways, including the devaluation of other women, mistrust, and the reinforcement of harmful stereotypes. It can lead to women being less supportive of each other, which is particularly evident in the context of pretty privilege. I would never tell someone their experience is invalid. When someone denies or dismisses your experience, it's often referred to as emotional invalidation. This occurs when a person's feelings, thoughts, or experiences are rejected, ignored, or judged as incorrect. You cannot tell another person what they experience. Trying to invalidate another person's feelings makes you seem jealous because why do you care about what someone thinks of themselves? This may be an unpopular opinion, but the biggest downside to pretty privilege is brought on by other women, not men. I call this pretty disadvantages. Women are brainwashed to compete with each other, so if one is deemed to have more privilege like being more attractive or feminine, other women hate her. Jealous women are dangerous, they will fight or kill you over a man. Mothers will turn on their own daughters about men. Misogyny, which is the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women usually by men, affects all women. Pretty disadvantages do not affect all women. While being unattractive has disadvantages as well, they are not the same disadvantages caused by being pretty. Two things can have disadvantages, it's not a competition.
People often overlook the disadvantages of being pretty because the benefits are more visible and immediate. Attractive individuals tend to receive more favorable treatment. This can create a perception that being attractive is all positive. People who do not experience pretty privilege might find it hard to empathize with the unique challenges faced by attractive individuals. Unattractive women are often happy when bad things happen to pretty women. That's why they say you got the same man, or your privilege did not save you. People often compare themselves to others to evaluate their own worth. When someone perceived as more attractive faces difficulties, it can temporarily boost the self-esteem of those who feel less attractive. This is known as downward social comparison. Attractive individuals often receive more positive attention and opportunities, which can lead to feelings of jealousy and resentment in those who do not experience these benefits. When something negative happens to an attractive person, it might feel like a form of justice or balance to those who feel disadvantaged. People have a natural desire for fairness and equity. Seeing someone who is often perceived to have an unfair advantage, due to their looks, face setbacks can be seen as a restoration of balance. Empathy can be influenced by personal biases and experiences. If someone has faced significant challenges due to being unattractive, they might find it harder to empathize with the struggles of those who are perceived to be attractive. Society often promotes the idea that beauty leads to happiness and success. This can create a narrative where attractive people are seen as having fewer legitimate struggles, making it harder for others to empathize with their difficulties. Everyone has problems, even pretty or rich people, and just because you think their life is better than yours does not mean they don't deserve empathy. When you possess qualities that stand out, such as being prettier, smarter, more talented, or more feminine, it can sometimes attract negative attention from others who may feel threatened or envious. Others might see you as a rival and go out of their way to compete with you, sometimes unfairly. Being exceptional can sometimes lead to social isolation, as others might feel intimidated or assume you don't need their support. People might misinterpret your confidence as arrogance, leading to misunderstandings and strained relationships. While some women might support and uplift you, others might feel competitive, leading to rivalry. In social groups, there's often a desire to maintain equality and cohesion. If one person stands out too much, it can create tension. Humbling the standout individual can restore a sense of balance within the group. "The nail that stands out gets the hammer" is a powerful saying, and it really captures the essence of social dynamics. When someone stands out, whether due to their looks, talents, or achievements, they can often become a target for criticism or envy. This can lead to efforts to hammer them down to maintain social equilibrium. In the context of pretty privilege, this can manifest as jealousy or attempts to humble someone who is perceived as having an unfair advantage. It's a reminder of the complex interplay between individual traits and group dynamics, also to never hang out with unattractive people. While pretty privilege can offer certain advantages, it also comes with its own set of challenges. Superficial relationships: attractive individuals may find it difficult to form genuine connections, as people might be drawn to them for their looks rather than their personality or shared interests. Stereotyping and misjudgment: attractive people are often subject to stereotypes, such as being perceived as vain or less intelligent. This can lead to unfair judgments and a lack of recognition for their true abilities. Mental health struggles: the pressure to maintain one's appearance and the cognitive dissonance from benefiting from pretty privilege while facing contempt or hostility can negatively impact mental health. Professional challenges: in the workplace, attractive individuals might be underestimated or not taken seriously, with their achievements attributed to their looks rather than their skills or hard work. Isolation: the attention and preferential treatment can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation and a lack of authentic connections, which are essential for well-being. Jealousy from other women is a significant downside of pretty privilege. Here are some ways this manifests. Social exclusion: attractive women may be excluded from social groups or activities because others feel threatened by their presence. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Undermining and sabotage: jealousy can lead to others undermining or sabotaging an attractive woman's efforts, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. This can make it difficult to trust others and build supportive networks. Negative stereotyping: attractive women might be unfairly labeled as vain, shallow, or manipulative, which can affect their reputation and how they are treated by others. Competition and rivalry: jealousy can foster a competitive environment where women feel pitted against each other. This can create unnecessary stress and conflict, detracting from potential friendships and collaborations. Social conditioning: society often conditions women to compete with each other for attention and validation, particularly from men. This can create an environment where women see each other as rivals rather than allies. Intense rivalry: jealousy can lead to intense rivalry, where women might go to great lengths to undermine or outdo each other. This can include spreading rumors, excluding someone from social circles, or even more extreme actions. Family dynamics: in some cases, this competitive behavior can extend to family relationships. Mothers might feel threatened by their daughters' youth and beauty, leading to strained relationships and unhealthy dynamics. Emotional and physical harm: in extreme cases, jealousy can lead to emotional or even physical harm. This might include bullying, harassment, or violence, driven by feelings of envy and resentment. Mental health impact: the constant competition and scrutiny can take a toll on mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation. Gossip and rumors. Jealousy can lead to spreading gossip or rumors to tarnish the reputation of the attractive individual. This can create a hostile social environment and damage relationships. Exclusion and isolation. Attractive women might be deliberately excluded from social gatherings or activities. This can be a way for others to assert control and diminish the perceived threat. Passive-aggressive behavior. Jealousy can result in passive-aggressive actions, such as backhanded compliments, subtle insults, or giving the silent treatment. These behaviors can be emotionally draining and confusing. Copying and imitation. Sometimes, jealousy leads to imitation, where others might try to copy the attractive person's style, behavior, or interests. While this might seem flattering, it can also feel invasive and competitive. Undermining achievements. Attractive women might find their accomplishments downplayed or attributed to their looks rather than their skills or hard work. This can be particularly frustrating in professional settings. Increased scrutiny. Attractive women often face higher levels of scrutiny and criticism. Their actions and choices may be judged more harshly, and they might feel pressured to constantly prove their worth beyond their looks. Bullying. In severe cases, jealousy can lead to bullying, which can be both emotionally and physically harmful. This might include direct insults, teasing, threats, or even physical aggression and intimidation to make the prettier woman feel unsafe or uncomfortable. Sabotage. Intentionally undermining someone's efforts, whether in personal or professional settings. This could include spreading false information, creating conflicts, or interfering with their work. Body shaming. Criticizing someone's body or appearance, often in a way that makes them feel self-conscious or inadequate. Public humiliation. This can involve making embarrassing comments or jokes about someone in front of others to undermine their confidence and social standing. Exclusion from opportunities. In professional or academic settings, jealous individuals might try to block access to opportunities, such as promotions, projects, or social events, to hinder someone's progress. Manipulation and gaslighting. This involves manipulating situations or conversations to make the targeted woman doubt her own perceptions and feelings. Gaslighting can be particularly damaging as it erodes self-confidence and mental well-being. Cyberbullying. Using social media platforms to harass, insult, or spread rumors about someone. This can include posting unflattering photos, making derogatory comments, or creating fake profiles to mock or impersonate the person. Undermining relationships. Jealous individuals might try to create rifts between the targeted woman and her friends, family, or romantic partners by spreading lies or sowing distrust. Hostile body language. Nonverbal cues like eye rolling, smirking, or giving the silent treatment can be used to convey disdain and make the targeted woman feel unwelcome. There are several more subtle and overt ways jealousy can manifest among women when one is perceived as prettier or more feminine. Microaggressions. These are subtle, often indirect, expressions of hostility or negativity. This can include backhanded compliments, dismissive comments, or subtle digs at one's appearance or abilities. Social media behavior. Jealousy can also play out on social media, where women might leave passive-aggressive comments, unfollow, or even block the person they are jealous of. They might also engage in comparison, leading to feelings of inadequacy. Excessive criticism. Attractive women might face excessive criticism about their choices, lifestyle, or even their appearance. This can be a way for others to feel superior or to bring the attractive person down. Sabotage. In professional or social settings, jealous individuals might try to sabotage the attractive person's efforts or achievements. This can include spreading false information, taking credit for their work, or creating obstacles. Emotional manipulation. Jealousy can lead to emotional manipulation, where others might try to guilt-trip or emotionally blackmail the attractive person to control their behavior or decisions. Excessive comparison. Constantly comparing oneself to the attractive person can lead to resentment and negative behavior. This can manifest in trying to outdo the person in various aspects of life, from appearance to achievements. Isolation tactics. Some might try to isolate the attractive person by turning mutual friends or colleagues against them. This can create a hostile environment and make it difficult to maintain relationships. Lack of empathy. Attractive women might experience a lack of empathy from others, who assume that their looks compensate for any struggles they face. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and a lack of support. Women with pretty privilege can face unique challenges when it comes to bullying based on jealousy. Here are some ways they might be affected. Emotional distress. Constant negative attention and hostility can lead to anxiety, depression, and a decline in self-esteem. The cognitive dissonance of receiving both admiration and contempt can be mentally exhausting. Isolation. Jealousy-driven bullying can result in social isolation. Women might find it difficult to form genuine friendships, as others may either avoid them out of envy or approach them with ulterior motives.
Body image issues. Despite their attractiveness, these women might still struggle with body image issues, especially if they are constantly compared to others or feel pressure to maintain a certain standard of beauty. These challenges highlight the complex nature of pretty privilege, where the benefits of attractiveness can be overshadowed by the negative impacts of jealousy and bullying. What do you think? Have you experienced the downside to pretty privilege? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.